Hello there guys, it's CoolFox over here, and today I'm bringing you a review of the PSP 3000 and how it holds up after 9 years of its release date. Before we begin, I would really appreciate it if you can subscribe, as we are trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Its games were provided in UMD format, and there were a lot of major titles released to the PSP itself. I own quite a few games and we'll take a look at the discs in a short while when we do a game test. The UMD itself was developed by Sony themselves and held 900 megabytes of storage. These were released in December 2004 and discontinued from December 2014. And it used an optical disc enclosed inside a plastic casing. The PSP itself still holds up as a pretty good device, being very responsive and easy to navigate through. It has a 333 MHz CPU, 64 MB of memory, a 4.3-inch 16:9 480x272 screen, and built-in stereo speakers. It also had an expansion slot for Memory Stick Pro Duo cards and a 1200 mAh battery. This was an improvement over the PSP 1000, as it now had Skype built in with a TV output and a lighter body. It also has a slightly better screen and 32 more megabytes of memory. The buttons are all nice and tactile, and the joystick is great to use. The body is all made out of glossy plastic, which does attract a lot of fingerprints. The only problem, in my opinion, are the bumpers, as they jiggle around once you try to press them. It also included a standard 3.5mm jack and charged with a 5V DC charger. The power button was great to use, although once you put it on hold, you have to turn it off, as pushing the lever up resulted in it turning off. The Umd tray is well made and is all made out of metal, which is nice to see. The hinge is also great and provides a bit of tension. There are many sounds such as these, which are a nice inclusion, as it gives you some response on where you are. Putting in Need for Speed Pro Street, you can tell that load times were quite quick for that time, and here loaded up, you can tell that graphics were also very impressive at the time. Obviously, given its age, the graphics are now not even comparable to smartphones, as games like Mortal Kombat 5 have better graphics. The speakers are nothing special, but they do get quite loud. Switching to another game, Dexter, you can tell that this UMD was used a bit more heavily, and a common problem with these UMDs was that they broke quite frequently. And this can be seen as the plastic casing on the front of the disc isn't flush with the white plastic casing. I also had to use some tape to fix it, as it kept popping open. This game was a favorite of mine and ran pretty smoothly. It did sometimes drop frames, however, when there was a lot of action. There were also some movies released for the PSP, and although they weren't ideal to buy since it has a small screen, they were still available for consumers. Playback was smooth and the PSP was fine for viewing them.
Only one remained, and that was the secret that Charles Carroll entrusted to young Thomas Gates.
I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more content. This was CoolFox, and I'm out. Peace.
Thank you.